Hello children, let's begin our class today's class. Okay, so dear students, in the previous class we have started to discuss about our first chapter in the EVS, tracing family history. So there are many peoples are present in the family that you know, correct? But most of the family members are not live together due to some reasons. They are went somewhere else, correct? So where they are living, how we will contact those peoples? So here Saina is there. Saina is asking the question to their grandfather. He told that during his childhood he was present in the Rajasthan. Okay. So but he is present in the Delhi because he shifted from Rajasthan to Delhi for the educational opportunities. Okay. So Saina is missing all his family members. So how she is oftenly meets her family members through the calls and through by sending the emails. Okay, so I hope this much we are discussed in the last class, right? So let's begin to the next topic of this chapter is migration. So what do you mean by migration? Let's see. Sometimes people move from one place to another place. So, what do you mean by migration? Migration means sometimes people move from one place to another to settle there is called migration. So, what is meant by migration? So, what happens? Sometimes people are moving from one place to the another place to settle there, okay, at some places. Okay, it is called migration. Understood? Migration means people are moving from one place to another place to settle there is called migration. Okay, so the people who migrate are called migrants. So see here. So migrants, migration. Migration means sometimes people move from one place to another is called as migration. Migrants means the people who migrate are called migrants. Okay, yes. Most people migrate to the other places primarily for the following reasons. There are reasons for the migration. So which are those? Why the people are migrating from place to place? Let's see. Okay. So among them, first one is for better educational opportunities. That means for getting a higher education, for the job opportunities, after marriage and job transfer. Okay, these are the reasons for the migration. So these are the reasons for the migration. See why the people are migrating from place to place: for the higher education, for job opportunities, for after marriage, job transfer. So these are the major reasons for the migration. So what do you mean by migration? People moving from one place to another to settle there is called migration, and people who are migrating are called migrants. Clear? So reasons for migration is for better higher education, better or higher education, better job opportunities, after marriage, job transfer. Clear? Okay. See in this fact, and ant is telling us something. Okay, ant is telling us something. What is that? Let's see. Some people move to other countries permanently. Here place to place I am saying. But some of the people are moving from one country to the another country. They are called as what? They are called as, it is called as emigration. And the people who are moving from one country to the another country is called emigrants. Okay, migration, migrants, emigration, emigrants. Okay, so what is emigration? Some people move to the other countries permanently is called emigration, and the people who are moving to another country is called emigrants. Okay, okay, see, immigrants, the peoples who are permanently settled in the other countries. Immigrants are the people who arrive in the new country or settle there permanently. So what happens? Immigrants will be settled in the other countries permanently. So this is about what do you mean by migration, and what are the facts, what are the reasons for the migration, and what are migrants. Okay, so I will repeat once again. Migration means people moving from one place to another to settle there is called migration. Okay, and the people who migrate are called migrants. Most of the people migrate to the other places primarily for the which reasons? For the better job opportunities, after marriage, job transfer, and for the higher education. Okay, so next, sometimes people are forced to migrate and shift to the other places. This is called as displacement. So what do you mean by displacement? Sometimes people are forced to migrate and shift to the other places. This is called as displacement. Next is displacement. So what do you mean by displacement? Sometimes people are forced to migrate and shift to the other places. They are not wishing themselves to go somewhere else. Somebody is forcing them to go to the other places. Clear? So it is called as displacement. So what is the differences between the migration and displacement? Migration means they are wishing to go to the other places. Okay, but here somebody is forcing them to go to the other places. Is called displacement. This is the difference between the migration and displacement. Okay, so there are many reasons for the forced migration. So displacement is also called forced migration. They are migrating but not themselves. Somebody is pushing them to go somewhere else. Okay, it is called displacement. Okay, it is called forced migration. So what are the reasons for the displacement? What are the reasons for the forced migration? Let's see. Among them, first one, look at here. First point, natural calamities like flood, famines, earthquakes, tsunamis usually result in the loss of lives and property. People have to move to the safer places to save themselves. In this picture you can look here, see, I'll show this one. Wait. See, this picture I'll show here. These peoples are moving somewhere else. Correct. Why they are moving? They are moving because of the flood condition. See, everywhere water is there. So to save themselves from the flood condition, they are moving somewhere else, forcibly moving to save their lives. So this is one of the reasons for the displacement. Second point, man-made calamities like war and some political decisions also forced people to move. So these are the man-made calamities. Okay, it is not made by the nature, such as war and some political decisions. Political decisions may also force the people to move for the some places. For example, here partition of India and Pakistan was one such political decision which displaced the many people. Okay, so few years ago what happens, no, partition of India and Pakistan was took place. So due to that, so many peoples are moved from Pakistan to India and India to Pakistan. They are divided each there. So here the forcibly peoples are moved to the these two different places. Okay, so this is one of the reason for the displacement. Clear? So one of the reason is natural calamity, other reason is man-made calamities such as war and political decisions. Next, third point, sometimes the government breaks the houses built on unauthorized land. So what happens? Sometimes government will break the buildings that are constructed on the unauthorized land. It is not authorized by the any governments. Okay, so they are built on the some unauthorized land, no. So what happens? So the government will announces to break them. Okay, it is called demolition. This is also displaces the people. In this picture you can see the bulldozer is breaking the building. So the building is constructed on the unauthorized land. So what happens? The government will breaks these kind of buildings. So this is also one of the reasons for the displacement of the people. Okay, next, construction of industries, dams, flyovers also compels the people to move to the other places. So construction of dams and flyovers may also cause the people to go to the some other places. Okay, sometimes during the construction of dam, the government asks the people living there to leave their homes, as an entire place would submerge under the water. So what happens if the people are constructing their home near the dams? What happens, they will tell us to go to the somewhere places, because what happens if such kind of houses may submerge under the water, they are demolished by the water, or they will be covered by the water. Okay, that's why, so the due to the construction of the dams and flyovers also, so the peoples can move to the other places. See, next point, when there is a war, people when there is a war, people leave their homes to escape from the violence. Sometimes they seek the shelter in the another country. Such people are called refugees. See, what they are telling us means, so when there is a war, what happens, many of the destructions will take place and many of the people can maybe get injured. So in order to escape from that, what happens, they will get the shelter in the another countries. They are called refugees. So who are refugees? The peoples who are seek into the shelter in the other countries, they are called refugees. Okay, so this is about what do you mean by migration, who are called migrants, and what do you mean by emigration, who are called immigrants, and what are the reasons, what do you mean by displacement. Okay, what are the reasons for the displacement? Clear? No? Okay, let's move to the next one, that is impact of migration. So what happens after the migration? So what are the conditions will be applied after the migration? What will happen? Let's see. Impact of migration. When people move from one place to the another or migrate, they face many problems. Okay, so after the migration, what happens, the people will face the many problems. Which are those? Let's see. Migration affects their family life, of course. So they have to vacate from one place to another place. They have to carry all the things in the family, and they have to go with all the family members. Okay, so this becomes a very problematic. Okay, children have the problems in adjusting to the new environment. So they are having a friends in their area where they are living, so they have to vacate that place means, so when they are vacated to the new place, they will find a very problems in adjusting to the new environment. Okay, this is one of the problem after the migration. Okay, so next one, the elderly of the house are left alone when the younger members of the family migrate. Okay, so if the elder members are not able to go for the somewhere else, they will miss each other. Okay, so if they are not able to carry for the other places, what happens, they will miss each other. Okay, so elder ones, they will miss the younger ones in the family after the migration. Migrants have to adjust the local language, food, climate, and other cultural changes of the new place. So if they are migrated means they have to follow their customs, their traditions, okay, and their climate, food, everything they have to adjust. So this becomes one of the problems for the family members. Okay, migration has the many positive aspects also. There is a increasing in the job and education. Not only some of the what disadvantages, but advantages are also there, positive views are also there in the migration. So which are those means, there is a increasing in the job and educational opportunities for the migrants, cultural integration. So that means we will exchange our cultural integration with the peoples in that places. Okay, cooperation take place between the people of different places. So migrating will also teach us many some of the values among the peoples. So the peoples will help each other. So this is also one of the positive thing in the migration. Okay, so this is about the migration and impact of migration, and also we discuss about the displacement and reasons for the displacement. In the next class, let's move to the next topic, changing in the family structure. Okay, thank you.